What's up? Once again, it's on. Lloyd Banks, The Hunger for More versus Young Buck, straight out of Cashville. Oh yeah, it's on. First thing we gonna do is we going here. We talking about Lamborghini Lloyd. See, Lloyd Banks, he needed 50 Cent more than anybody in the world. What's up, Mr. Favors? Banks is a lyrical beast. His problem is he got the personality of a rock. And he was never going to sell a record if it wasn't for 50 Cent. He'd have been the dopest MC the world has never heard of. Now, because of G Unit setting the stage and 50 Cent being his mouthpiece, he was able to blossom. Now, songs like Ain't No Click and Warrior, I never really liked On Fire. And even though they put all that money into it, I never liked On Fire. But I Get High with Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent. I told you, they always fit these like you gotta have one I Get High song on there, even if you don't smoke. And then I'm So Fly. That's the song there. That was the monster. From the first time I cracked open this CD, when I got to I'm So Fly, I played that like 17 times in a row. Play that back. That was my riding song in the car. I'm so fly. The Warrior Part 2 featuring Eminem and 50 Cent. That's another good song. People that know Banks used to play ball. He was real good till he got shot. A lot of people don't know Lloyd Banks beat up 50 Cent before. Put hands on him. Him and another guy. They had beef back in the day. Now, track number 11, When the Chips Are Down, listen to that verse. That's probably the best verse on the album you probably gonna get is When the Chips Are Down. We all die one day. Soft Side Story is cool. But When the Chips Are Down featuring The Game, he really gave the game an education in rapping. South Side Story, yeah. I like it because I'm from the South Side. So whenever you from the South Side, you know, anybody screaming South Side, that was my song. But Lloyd Banks, The Hunger for More. To me, a classic. It was over some hustling stuff back in the day. 50 was talking hard and everything, so they ended up whooping on him. 50 was, that's back when he was a little chubby kid. But Then comes Young Buck. Straight out of Cashv. I had the first one out the pack 2 weeks before it came out. My discs ain't in here. They in heavy rotation. They still in the player. I've been listening to all the songs again. Getting back caught up and familiar. Buck. Woo. Now, these are the difference. There's almost no commercial song on here. Except for Shorty Let Me Ride With You. And that wasn't really a commercial song. They made it commercial. This album, to me, is the streets. It's nothing pretty, nothing real fly on this at all. This is grind and get it. This album is grind and get it. I'm a soldier. Good way to start the album off to get people turned on there with 50 and get people turned on. But it kind of, when it's Do It Like Me and Let Me In, those was okay. Look at Me Now with Mr. Porter, I didn't really like that at all. And Welcome to the South with Lil Flip. People down south love that song. People in the Midwest did not. Once you get to 6, 7, and 8, that's where Lloyd Banks gonna have some problems. Cause Prices on My Head, featuring a guy that's on this album a lot, that rap with him, called D-Tay. D-Tay is the guy that does hooks. And D-Tay is what makes this album jump. Straight fire. They have great chemistry. He's the guy you see here singing on there. These niggas wanna, they better watch your step. Cause I cock my it and I don't my it. I don't play that it. D-Tay is needed just for those remarks. And that's all he needs. He don't have to rap, but he adds an element to the album. When you hear D-Tay, he gives it that And then Bonafide Hustle with 50 Cent and Yayo. And then Shorty Wanna Ride With Me. Every thought in the world was dropping and locking into that song. And this is why I picked Young Buck over there, and Young Buck is the winner. And he's the winner by one song. One. Stomp is hot. But I wish they would have kept T.I. verse on there. I mean, kept everybody verses on the song. Taking Hits featuring D-Tay. Another hit. Black Gloves. Another hit. Black gloves, black mask, black good. But the song that put this over the top is the number 9. Bang Bang. Let me give you the story of Bang Bang. Kill Bill came out. The RZA produced the track for Kill Bill. We watching Kill Bill. The movie's great. Then that song come on. Boom, boom. Bang, bang. I shot you down. Bang, bang. I used to shoot you down. Bloom, 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 bloom. We was like, everybody was in the show We went with some real dudes to go see that. Everybody went back to see the movie just to hear the song. What joint was that? That joint went hard. That bang bang joint. We went back and saw Kill Bill just to get back to that song. Bang bang. And people tried to track it down right then and there. Yep, Nancy Sinatra. Yep, we went and found it, believe me. And believe me, I wasn't the only one thinking that. And this was the results of it. Bang, bang. The Kill Bill joint. Everybody had the same feeling about the song when they heard it. Because the whole movie theater I was in, like, oh. Because I went, what I told you, I went with a bunch of live dudes. And most of them were MCs. Anybody heard that was going to want to rap to that beat and put it in the song. And he killed it. Buck killed Bang Bang. Oh, man. Shout outs to Needles for making that work. And that's what put this album over the top. Banks ain't really have that. He had a lot of pop songs and he was going to sell more than Buck. But he was never going to have a more grittier album than Buck. And to me, the replay value, Banks was smooth. This is rugged. Two different styles, two great albums. Definitely would suggest you buy them. Definitely would suggest you get them. Get them, Buck! Oh, well, Banks is one of the punchline kings. And see, on here, they took T.I. verse off. See, on the album, it says featuring T.I. on here. So here they put the correction here. Correction, featuring The Game and Ludacris of a Stomp. Okay, there it is. Now you can read it. See how they had Stomp featuring T.I. and Ludacris. Then T.I. pulled his verse once he heard Luda's verse at the last minute, and he told Buck, man, don't put my verse out. Don't put my verse out when homie going at me like that. I don't like that. That look like a setup. Don't take my verse off there. Mm-hmm. So they went and just grabbed Game, and Game threw a verse on there. So they was correction, Stomp. Featuring The Game and Ludacris. Because Luda tore his butt up on that song. That would have ended T.I.'s career. Biggest budget rap album ever? Kingdom Come. Nobody has wasted more money on an album than Kingdom Come. Jay-Z thought he was Michael Jackson, and he found out he's Jay-Z. Ain't nobody thinking about you, so your beef ain't legit. So please stay off the TIP of my dick. Go ahead, Big Will. Ask a question. A beat maker and a producer. The producer is the person that normally arranges the song. The beat maker might be some guy who just made the beat. But if you don't track it, then you're not going to get production credits. So when you're in there and you track the beat, you've actually produced the record. You got it now? Well, you got to be in the studio when they're recording it. That's how you track the beat. You got to be in there when they tracking it. When they laying the track down, that's what's tracking the beat. Well, G Unit broke up because of the structure broke up. Meaning with the Jimmy Iovine and the signing of the times was changing. 50 Cent wasn't what people was popping no more. No matter how much good material they were putting out, people was tired of that. They was into the Lil Wayne thing. And if you wasn't sounding like Weezy and Wayne and all that, we take it over, and all that crazy stuff, and auto-tune sounds, if you wasn't into that, then it wasn't popping. People wasn't checking for you. That's what happened to their last album they had put out. People forgot how good it was and didn't really care. They had moved on. And I'm like, this is dope. And they was like, man, put some Wayne on. Wayne? That's when Lil Wayne was coming through with the mixtape, with the drought, and all that stuff. And the little bubblegum beats, and auto-tune sound. It's a tie? Y'all really think this is a tie? Oh, beg for mercy all day over that. I didn't think that was comparable. Terminate on Sight is good, but it's not this. The Common versus Muddy Waters. Are that even comparable? My glow-in-the-dark toilet. Boom. Cut the light on, it cuts off. Cut the light off. Boom. Glow-in-the-dark toilet. Told you we do it big over here. The Doctor's Advocate versus which one? I got E.T. toilets. What do you mean? My bathroom is clean. What's wrong with my mix? Glass clean. Everything in there clean. Toilet clean. Rugs are clean. How dare you talk about the Kingpin? The Kingpin will never leave the Kingpin suitcase. Black man, black good, black bag. He did, you next. Black steel, black bags, black good, black bag. Which album you want to compare with Ghetto Boys? Ghetto Boys, that's a good one now. Don't sleep on that. Which Ghetto Boys album would you put up against NWA? We Can't Be Stopped. Versus which album? Straight Outta Compton? Oh, the Niggas for Life album. A lot of people sleep on that third album that didn't have Willie D and had Big Mike. I mean, that third album was crazy. Here it comes, fool. Here it comes, motherfucker, die hard to the end. Mr. Scarface, not your everyday dope man. On the for real, my nigga. I'm a born killer, letting my nuts hang up if you're bigger, cause I'm that nigga that gets in your ass rolling 10 deep and shove my shoe up in your as far as 10 feet. Yeah, that was my song there. Here it comes, fool. Here it comes, fool. Dutchy. The Puerto Rican assassin. And Dutchy. Huh. I'm finna get ready to get out of here and play some T Grizzy. Lost a member back in December. Niggas get respect from Boston to Denver, Philly, Jersey, Oakland, Dallas, Houston. Look, man, ain't a goddamn thing being took from the bad boys of Houston, so go ahead and dial a crook and let them niggas spit the gang code. Ride back and brace yourself, nigga. Cause here it comes, fool. Yeah, I saw that, Hermes. You gonna get me playing some Scarface out of here. I'm finna listen to that. I told you, a lot of people sleep on that album. That song has straight up gangsterism on there. Straight gangsterism. And that's what happened with Big Mike and Scarface. They kind of got into it a little bit. Because Big Mike was like, Scarface wasn't on the original song. You know that, right? But when they came out with the video, they got Scarface on there with his verse. And he wasn't on straight gangsterism. But they made it look like Scarface, it was Scarface's song. Yeah, Scarface did his version of Serial Killer. When he's talking about killing serial, LL Cool J already did it. With Milky Cereal. Milky Cereal, baby. Milky Cereal. Well, what the Vegas didn't think it'd do any harm, I ran into this girl named Lucky Charms. She had a 4-leaf clover and a gold chain. And she walked in the rain. She had a salary that was full of calories for real, and I was in the mood for a home cooked meal. When we went to be alone, but we had to be quiet because our corn pops was home. Kissed her neck, kissed her back, kissed her arms. I said, forget it, let me see your lucky charms. When we began, the hairstyle was neat. When I left the next morning, it looked like shredded wheat. Talked about marriage. I said that's risky. Besides, it's such a waste of Rice Krispies. She had a roll with velour material. Her pops woke up. I said, hello, Mr. Cereal. I came over to deliver the paper. He said, stop front. I know you got your vapors. Save your, that's my daughter. So save your crooning. You better find a Nola bowl of cereal. My stick is moaning. You know what I'm saying? Milky. Cereal. She took me to the crib, threw me on the couch. I woke up the next morning with a spoon in my mouth. She's milky. Cereal, baby. Milky cereal. But then Scarface heard that and decided to make one called Serial Killer, using the same thing by going to the honeycomb hideout. And I liked LL's version better than Scarface. Faces was dope, and I admire him for trying, but it wasn't like how L did it. So we'll continue this. The next one, I don't know. I'm trying to think which one that might be the next album versus album we do. But y'all can make some suggestions right quick. Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott. That's a tough one. I mean, that's really tough, but I would rock with Jill Scott. Balance and Options versus 2001. Oh, no, dog. 2001 won that. Balance and Options is dope production, but you can't get... It ain't 2001 now. Oh, y'all doing rapper versus rapper. We doing album. Oh, that's easy. Schoolboy Q album crushes Kendrick album in a heartbeat. That's not even comparable. All right, y'all, I'm out. Y'all have a great day.